All right, so welcome everybody. I've just hit record on this. We've been chatting for a little while, but I wanted to hit record for our overseas team and anybody who couldn't make it tonight. So before we all get started, what I want to do is I just want to read you a little something about the power of vision boards, because it is, some people have never done one before and they're not entirely sure what it is we're doing and why we're doing it and things like that. So what I want to do is read you why it is we're doing this vision board and why they work. Okay, so if you think vision boards are bogus, then the joke's on you. They work, and there's actually a really simple explanation as to why they work. Creating a sacred space that displays what you want actually does bring it to life. What we focus on expands. When you create a vision board and place it in a space where you see it often, you essentially end up doing short visualization exercises every single day. Visualization is one of the most powerful mind exercises you can do. According to the book, The Secret, the law of attraction is forming your entire life experience, and it is doing that through your thoughts. When you are visualizing, you are emitting a powerful frequency out into the universe. Whether you believe that or not, we know that visualization works. Olympic athletes have been using it for decades to improve performance. And Psychology Today reported that the brain patterns activated when a weightlifter lifts heavy weights is also similarly activated when the lifter just imagines or visualizes lifting the weights. So what's the big secret to creating a vision board that works? It's simple. Your vision board should focus on how you want to feel, not just on the things you want. Don't get me wrong, it's great to include the material stuff too. However, the more your board focuses on how you want to feel, the more it will come to life. Here's an example. This person has a picture of a hairdresser's on their vision board. Gabrielle will understand this. And it's not because this person wants to be a hairdresser, but it's because of the feeling that they get when they're in that hairdresser. They get amazing happy vibes and they come out feeling fantastic. That's the same experience that they want to create for their customers. So adding a few trinkets, a few good luck things that you find along the way or wherever you are when you have an incredible experience that makes you feel amazing. So maybe at Christmas time, you had a gathering with your family and friends and you just felt your heart absolutely swell. It was full of love. It was full of happiness. Maybe just keeping some of the wrapping paper from that occasion and cutting it into a nice shape and putting it on your vision board so that every time you see that, you remember how you felt with your family and that happiness and that warm glow. And that's what you're going to create and visualize more of. So there's only one major rule to creating a vision board that works, and that is there aren't any rules. You aren't going to mess it up. You can't, you can create, you get to create your vision board on your terms. So basically anything that makes you feel good. So Desi, when you were talking before about your cattery, rather than just having the words cattery, go and have a photo of your cats or some gorgeous cats. So, a particular breed you'd love to own, or I know Vicky's got gorgeous little fluffy kittens at the moment that she's posting about, something like that instantly makes you go, oh, and gets those feelings happening.
Yep.
So that's why Kerry's caravan is going to work for her, because she's seen the caravan, she's been in it, she knows what it smells like, she knows what it looks like. And as soon as you think about that, I know what mine is. This is home. This is home sweet home. And, that is what gets it going, gets your heart involved. Ever since so I took my first vision board down today, but this is a photo of Al and I on our first ever cruise together. So we were just having the absolute best time. And so that will always stay on my vision board because, he is one of my number one priorities. So that always stays on there. this very, very dorky looking NMD sign that is falling apart and has scratch marks from where I've moved it in the caravan so many times. I made this, actually a friend cut it out for me when we did last year's vision board get together. There was a bunch of us girls sitting around in one of the lounge rooms and we're all talking about our visions and goals. And she just cut out a whole pile of NMDs, and I don't even like pink. And she did it in pink glitter and stuck it on there. But to me, every time I see it, I remember all of us girls making this massive mess in Lauren's lounge room, ripping magazines and cutting stuff out and glitter going everywhere. And it was just fantastic. So, you know, that's what I remember about that. For me, this is my big, big, big one. Ever since I had to do French lessons in 6th grade, I have wanted to go to Paris. Ever since, every single time I see the Eiffel Tower, I can taste that chocolate, that croissant that I'm going to dip in the bowl of melted chocolates, because that's what they told us they eat for breakfast in France. And so if I go there and they don't, I'm going to be really disappointed. But I'm having a croissant in melted chocolate for breakfast when I get to Paris. So
I'd do that. You can do that any day, hey.
But it will taste 1,000 times better there.
It will.
Exactly. So we've actually, and the most exciting thing is, like, this was off last year's vision board, and like, okay, it didn't come true, but we've been looking at European holidays, like a month-long holidays for our 2nd anniversary in October this year. So it's going to happen, but it's because of the work that we've put in for now. So don't feel like it has to be something too that happens this year, you know. Gabrielle, you've got big goals of being able to leave your job and get that freedom lifestyle. So for you, whatever it is, you know, if you want to be able to work from the beach or the cafe or not be away from your partner so much. Yeah. So have a think about that. Like, if you didn't have to go back to your other job, where would you choose to work from? Like, would it just be home? Like, would you just have an office set up the way you want it?
I would pretty much just have my laptop and all my notes and paperwork all together in a bag, and go traveling whenever my partner and I feel like it. Pretty much, that's where I would work from, anywhere.
Yeah.
That's my goal, to be able to work anywhere. Yeah.
So my suggestion to you would be, when you go shopping, start having a look for like the ultimate laptop bag, something really cute and sexy, whatever it is that you want. That's, you know, keep an eye out for that and start looking for that. And when you find it, take a photo, and that's what's going to go up on your vision board, because that's, you know, that's going to represent a whole new world for you.
Yeah, a starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah, very excited.
Anybody else? Jody, what about you? I know you've got big goals for this year.
At the moment, my main goal is to really want to leave my work, but more to spend time with my daughter as well. She's only 7, so it's a bit much for her having to come to work with me on school holidays and stuff like that. My mum took a week off last week and took her out for a bit, so she had a bit of fun then.
Yeah.
But yeah, and to be able to work from anywhere. We own property, like I said to you last time. We want to build on there. Not sure if we're going to move out there or just use it as an investment. Because my husband's got work in Brisbane, I've got work here, and our daughter's Queensland champion of MMA, so her gym's here.
Yeah.
So yeah, not sure whether to move or not.
Big decision.
But yeah, we do have goals of getting a place and just getting a bit further in life.
So can I suggest for you that when you guys get a chance, you really have a think about a goal, like a family goal. And whether for you guys that means, you know, maybe a holiday at the end of the year. Like, where would your daughter love to go? Is there somewhere that you guys would, you know, just absolutely love? Even like SeaWorld, DreamWorld, whatever it is, you know, have that big goal at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And Linda does an amazing training on something. She actually calls it the family contract, because for a lot of mums who do work during the day and then at night you're trying to build, you know, this extra business as well, which does take time. Like, you can do it in little stolen moments, but you are obviously going to be on your phone a bit more. So just having that family contract, it can serve as a really good way of, you know, mum's on her phone right now and I've got to do, you know, I've got to go and make a phone call, or I've got to go talk to these people, because it's going to help us get to Disneyland or wherever it is that you guys want to go.
Yeah. Cool.
But having that family goal together really helps you focus on, you know, where you want to go, and having the whole family in on it is so amazing. If you're all working towards that goal together, it's really, really simple. Well, it's never simple with kids, but simpler to be able to go, okay, that's where our focus is. I've got to jump on a call. I've got to do this so that we can get that thing that you wanted. Yeah. Anybody else want to share what the goal is for the year? Jump off mute. No? All right. Has anybody else got health goals? Me? Anybody else doing that?
Personal health goals?
Yes, personal.
Personal ones? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm starting yoga as I'm cleared. As soon as I'm cleared for exercise, I'm starting yoga.
Yep.
And I'm taking the teenager with me.
Oh,
Teenage
that's...
Desi.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, Desi does foster care. So
I told her she's got to come because I'm too ashamed to go on my own. I'm not, but she really needs to do some sort of something to still her brain.
Yep.
And I need to move my body. So yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
I want to be do yoga and be normal again.
You'll never be normal, Desi. Don't be going and try to squeeze yourself into that boring normal box. It's overrated. Nobody wants to be normal. So this is mine.
Try for 2 minutes, worst of my life.
Yeah, that's it, Carmi. Absolutely. So I found this picture of a girl who just looks healthy. She's about 5 or 6 kilos lighter than what I am. So for me, that is going on my...
leg.
Sorry? Yeah, she's stretching. She's exercising.
You've got one leg.
I've got one boob. We match. It's fine. Oh, I forgot I'm recording this. Sorry for anybody who's watching this later on. Anyway. Okay, so yes, she's stretching, she's exercising, and that for me is, you know, very important. My hubby absolutely puts me to shame. He is doing such an amazing job with his exercise. He's walking between 5 and 8 Ks a day while I'm sitting here on my phone. So that is going on my vision board for this year. So I'm doing...
signed up for the 8-week challenge.
Yes, I absolutely am. And there's so much motivation in there because we have 2 separate pages. One will be for customers and one will be for team. So for customers, it's free to enter. And then I think for team, it's going to cost $10 to enter. And all of those $10 go together, and that's what makes up the prize money for the team. So yes, definitely getting my butt into gear literally this year. Does anybody want to share some of their motivational sayings that they've found? I know that the team thread was going nuts with everybody posting great pictures, great sayings and things like that. Did anybody print any out? Has anybody got anything that they find is just perfect for when they're having a really, really crappy down day and want to quit?
Suck it up, cupcake. No.
No, doesn't do it for me.
Oh, that's what my husband tells me all the time. I'm like, major surgery, mate. Suck it up, he says to me.
No, keep.
What thread is that? Is that on Travel Tribe?
Yes. Do you want me to add you, Desi?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yep. So hold on, I'll just add Desi, otherwise I'll forget to do it later and then I'll be in trouble.
Yeah, big trouble.
So Desi and I started in the business at the same time, but we're not actually in the same team. So we're both under Katrina, for those who are wondering why Desi's not in the team. So Gabrielle, Kylie, Kami, Jody, and Kerry all started in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
What's it say, Des? Mate, my goal is to create a life I don't need a vacation from. Yes, that's a great one.
Yeah.
So I, where are mine? Oh, I love this one. If it is to be, it's up to me. And so I went and printed those words around one of my Eiffel Towers because there's no excuse. Like, if I want this, it is totally up to me. I can see that hundreds and hundreds of other people have been able to build this business from absolutely nothing. And, you know, if they can do it just by following what Adam and Kira teach us, there is absolutely no reason why any of us can't. I had less than 100 Facebook friends when I started this business, purely by following. Oh, nice. She's a bit skinny for me, but I can't read what the words say. Something, there was shit there.
Oh, it says namaste the shit out of today.
Right. So yeah, that's always good. Now, another good one is blank checks. If you Google a check from the universe, a blank check will come up. So I did one from last year, not really knowing how this business worked and what was possible or anything like that. And what's my check one? So my check from last year, it was I wrote I wanted $10,000 for a month. Now it hasn't happened yet. I've gotten close, but I haven't hit that 10 grand. So it's staying on the vision board because I want 10 grand a month. And once I hit 10 grand a month, I don't want to go under it. So that is what I'm hustling for. So when we're talking 10 grand, we're sort of talking around about 39 Club. So at the moment, Travel Tribe's sitting at 18 Club. So we've got some big goals, but we've got beautiful people joining all the time. So I've gone and got my gold stickers. So 75 clubs. Made it all nice and pretty. So
Hey, Jo.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just seeing if you could hear me because
Yeah.
I don't think you could hear me before.
Oh, no. Sorry, Tanya, I couldn't. How are you, lovely?
That's all good. Good. I've just been having trouble with my Zoom. So, yeah, it's all good. You can hear me now.
Yeah. Yeah. This one I love. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And it is so true. Kylie and I connected on the back of a cruise boat because I was reading a magazine there was an inspirational speaker who was on the boat and she had a magazine. I'd bought the magazine. Kylie had been to her talks as well and saw that we obviously had something in common. And that led to a very long conversation and swapping Facebook details and me sending her a link. And today she's smashed out SDVF. So,
Oh, yay! Congratulations.
Well done.
Well done.
she has got her beautiful first teamie, Molly, and Molly's got her beautiful first teamie, Matilda, who's on here tonight. So
Nice.
it's just amazing how when you are loving what you're doing, you attract the right people. Gabrielle and I met on Facebook. Madonna and I met on Facebook. Kerry and I, we're both caravanners. We've met through Facebook, and it's just amazing how we all connect because we're all looking for that same thing in life. You know, we all want to escape the rat race. We all love helping other people. So your vibe really does attract your tribe. What else have I got here in my giant pile? Oh, that's a good one. Dreams don't work unless you do. It's very, very true, that one. Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. It's a cool little card that Lauren gave me. But this is the biggest one, I guess. This is what goes at the very top of my vision board. It was at the top of last year's, and I printed out a new one because last year's was looking very ratty. So, who can I help today? And that basically is the focus of everything that we do every day. So if you keep that as your number one, focus about who you can actually help, what you want to get done. I just realized my absolute favorite one isn't here. So it's Celine. She says it all the time when you get to see lots of Celine's trainings. And for those of you who are coming to Perth to conference, Celine Egan is one of the owners of Juice Plus Australia. One of her favourite sayings is, doubt will take you out of action, but action will take you out of doubt. And for me, that's proved absolute gold. Anytime I'm in a massive funk and I don't feel like doing anything, if I go and post a Facebook ad and people start responding to that, and then I've got to pull out my grid and I've got to message them and get it all happening, nothing pulls me out of a funk of feeling like I'm not good enough and I can't do this and who would ever listen to me. Nothing pulls me out of that than action. Or when you guys are in a group message and you start asking, oh, I've got somebody who's asking this question, what's the best way to respond, and what's a good video to send about shakes or whatever it is. Being able to help you guys, nothing else pulls you out of a bad mood than being able to help other people. So that's probably my absolute ultimate question. Has anybody got any others they want to share? Has anybody got any questions about the money side of things? Like about where you would need to be able to, if you want to earn $2,000 a month, or where you would need to be, or $4,000 a month, or whatever. Would anybody like any help with that? Because mapping that out is definitely a really big part of your success. For every goal I've ever had on my vision board, I actually write out step by step what I need to do. So I have some of these blank cards. So I think I got them from like a $2 shop, and they've just got all of these pretty little pictures on them, and you just write it in the middle. So whenever I've got a goal of what I want to do, I have it all written out step by step. Now, believe it or not, I know this is hideously ugly, but this is actually my map to NMD. So it's got there, for NMD, you need 5 SCs, you need a certain pay line, and then you also need qualified lines and POB lines. Now, that won't mean a lot to a lot of you, but that is it, written out, mapped out, step by step. And hopefully it's going to be ticked off super soon. So having it all mapped out. Now, if that's something that you would like to do, just sing out and we can have a Zoom ourselves and exactly map out exactly where you need to be and the steps you need to do that. But if
Yes, me, please, Jo.
Sorry, I don't know who that was.
Me.
We'll messenger you.
Yep, send me your messages. Totally fine. And
Is there anywhere we can go, Jo, to access information?
sorry, could you say that again?
Is there anywhere we can actually go, like on Virtual Office or anywhere like that, where we can actually get that information?
Yeah, yep. If you go onto your Virtual Office under
Like,
resources.
I'm unclear.
Oh, sorry. Is that you, Madonna? Sorry, I think my Wi-Fi must be bad.
I'm breaking up a bit this end, so I'm not entirely sure. It could be me.
Did you ask where you can go on your VO to find it?
What was that? Sorry, Jo? Into the Virtual Office.
Sorry,
Donna,
guys.
I can hardly hear you. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you asking?
I was just saying I was going into my Virtual Office to have a look at that resources tab.
Are you looking for something in particular?
I just, that breakdown of the map that Joe was just talking about, I was just wondering if that's actually somewhere to exactly
So
is that
to,
just through experience?
No, you keep breaking in and out, Madonna. Sorry, I can't quite catch what you're saying. Can you type it in the chat box maybe? Would that be all right? What levels you need and pay line and stuff. Okay. All right. All right. So in your VO, in the resources list, should be a, in fact, did you get posted that pack when you first started? Get a resource pack posted to you? Yeah. That's kind of stuff will be in there as well, but it'll also be in your resources, and it will be in the Team Love page. There'll be a album for not Team Love and Team Freestyle, and it will have an album with photos to explain how the structure works and the commission and things and how the commission works. Is that what you're looking for? Commission, the DVF, SDVF, and all that kind of stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it, I've got a picture, I'll put it on the Team Love page for you, okay? A really, really simple picture, and it explains how everything works and what you get at what level and what you need to do. And I'll pop it onto the Team Love page when we hop off here. No worries.
can you guys hear
I
me?
think we lost Joe.
I think we did.
again
Oh,
now.
she's back.
Sorry, guys. I think I've got really bad Wi-Fi.
Welcome back.
Madonna, what's your last name so I can tag you?
Richter.
Okay.
And then there's another one that we got shown. Brian Marsh did one up at NMD school and basically breaks it all down into club levels. So if you want to be earning, you
I'll
know,
put that too.
however many thousand per month, yeah, it just shows exactly where you're at. But if you want to break it down to actually, you know how many clubs and what you need to be doing, totally happy to have a chat, Zoom chat with you, so that we can map it all out, so you can write it and you can just tick it all off as you get it done. All right, well, I'm not sure if it's me or everybody, but does anybody else have any questions or anything they'd like to talk about before we finish up for the night? And I can't wait to see all of your beautiful pictures of your vision boards.
I'm
Everybody's
just changing the date on mine.
That's totally cheating.
I know.
Oh, that's a good question, Madonna.
I've put that post up for Madonna, but I can't tag her.
Okay, I'll have a look.
And
I'll
I've put
tag
the
her.
other one that Brian Marsh did up. The one
Okay.
that Brian Marsh did as well. I put that up as well.
Okay, cool.
So
Madonna.
it's just all in it.
Yep. The $10 for the shred entry, all of the instructions will be in the shred team page. So everything's going to be explained fully tomorrow night on training by Adam and Kira. But there'll be a special shred team page and there'll be a pinned post saying exactly what bank account you pop the $10 into and all of the conditions and all the rest of it. It's going to be exactly the same as the customer one. So before and after photos, before and after measurements, and exactly 8 weeks between your start photos and your finish photos with the newspaper from that day, preferably like with the date visible, otherwise you can't enter. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks,
Thank
Joe.
you.
Thank you.
No worries at all. Have a lovely Sunday evening and a great start to the week. And if you guys can, over the next week, sorry, I can hear it echo. Have a go at finishing up your vision boards, take your photo, and I would love to see them in our team pages.
Yeah, okay. I
All
can
right.
do that.
I'm going to get to work on mine now. All right, guys.
Okay.
Have a great night.
Night, Joe.
Bye.
See ya.
Night.
Bye.